Hi, I hope you're all doing okay and are well. If you're new here for the first time, welcome. My name's Ivy. Returning subscribers, thank you so very much. For those of you who have returned, today's video is about the immune system. You might be thinking, okay, Ivy, okay. So, what is the immune system? Well, I'm going to read a few notes. The immune system is a complex network of organs, cells, and proteins that defends the body against infection, whilst protecting the body's own cells. And you might ask, well, what is the function of the immune system? As I just said, it's to protect the body from infection. It recognizes invaders such as bacteria, viruses, and fungi, and abnormal cells, whatever those abnormal cells might be. It creates an immune response and helps the body fight the invasion. So you remember when we were going through COVID and the government was saying, don't be going near anyone who has a compromised immune system, because when your immune system is compromised, you've got no backup, and those germs and viruses can just saunter in, and do even more damage, and that's not great. I have had a weakened immune system when I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism with Graves' disease. And Graves' disease is an autoimmune disorder or disease, whatever you want to call it, and it causes the thyroid, which is there in your neck, to produce too much thyroid hormone. Sorry, I've got an itch. Yeah, it causes the thyroid to produce too much thyroid hormone, which leads to hyperthyroidism or an overactive thyroid. Yeah. And it wasn't great. I really did feel ill, So we have to protect our immune system. It's like a big wall that's there. And the more we protect it, the stronger it becomes, and the less things can, break it down, so to speak. Because if you have a very weak immune system, you can catch anything. Even if somebody goes like that, you've caught a cold. It's really simple. Someone coughs, it can do a lot of damage. So we want to protect, our immune system. What causes our immune system to be weak? Well, it can be caused by a number of factors, including infectious diseases, medications, and lifestyle choices. Example, flu. Now, thank the Lord, I've never had flu, so I don't know what that's like. Measles can temporarily weaken the immune system. So there's a lot of things. And I've been on quite a few medications, and they can have, certain effects on us as well. How can we strengthen the immune system? Well, make better choices. For a lot of us, if you smoke, that's not great. Try and eat a more balanced diet. Now, I know that it's not always easy, and the price of food is still going up. Foods that have the vitamins that the body needs. Whole grains like nuts, seeds, beans, lentils. If you can get your lean, your protein, your fish, your meat, pulses, foods containing vitamin C, E, your B vitamins, B6 as well, folate, iron, selenium, and zinc. I used to take selenium a good few years ago now, but the doctors say I don't need it. I think I was taking that for thyroid. Yeah, but at one point I was taking it. remember one doctor I was ringing up to get a prescription, and she was like, well, what's selenium? I thought, well, if you don't know, my dear. Anyway, exercise, reducing stress. So there's a lot of ways we can strengthen the immune system, strengthen our bodies. Getting enough sleep. You know, sleep that's a huge one, getting enough sleep. Because our bodies change all the time, and, you know, we can react to stressful situations, and it can affect the sleep. Because if we don't get enough sleep, you will see how it manifests. You know, drinks that can help boost your immune system, drinking your greens, you know, so matcha teas, infused waters, almond milk that has vitamin B12 in. And, you know, it's good to get your B vitamins in. Don't forget them, because sometimes if you feel tired, lethargic, it can be because you're not getting enough B12. And I know that because I'm type 2 diabetic, and on the medication that they give you, metformin, that can eat up a lot of your B12 and leave you tired and, you know, just drained. Turmeric teas. I remember years ago, there was this Indian girl, and, you know, she'd come round. I said, oh, do you want a cup of tea? And she said, yeah, just black. And then she said, have you got any turmeric? And I thought, yeah. And she put like some turmeric in the tea, and I was like, okay, you're going to drink that? She says, yeah, it's good for you, very good for you. And that was the first time I'd heard anyone put turmeric in their tea. There's lemongrass tea, black tea, licorice root tea, hibiscus teas, peppermint teas. So, you know, so I was talking about the thyroid, yeah, and there's hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism. They are an autoimmune disease, which means the body can attack itself. Yeah, and also the thyroid is a gland, as I said, right here, that regulates a lot of things. The thyroid is responsible for a whole lot of things in the body. Metabolism, heart rate, body temperature, and blood pressure. And it also helps with growth, development, and bone health. So let's go to metabolism. My metabolism, I don't have a quick metabolism. I don't think my metabolism is very slow, but probably just above that. So the thyroid regulates the rate at which the body uses calories, which affects weight loss and gain. Growth and development. The thyroid helps with growth and development, including brain development and menstrual cycles. Yeah. Bone health. The thyroid produces calcitonin, which help bones process calcium. It also helps regulate the heart rate, you know, body temperature as well, and blood pressure. So the thyroid is very important. Very important. So that's about it, you know, with the immune system. We have to protect our immune system at all costs. Yeah, it does protect us, so we in turn, we have to protect it by doing a bit more exercise, eating a bit more healthier, you know, knowing when to cut down on things, moving a little bit more. Yeah, putting your health first. That's the key. Now, I know it's not always easy, because with one thing and another, you know, we don't know what's going to affect us, what age it's going to affect us, when it's going to affect us. But I think if the immune system is strong, then that is a great help. So speaking as somebody who really is making a concerted effort to think about what I'm putting into my body, trying to live a healthier life, trying to get off some of these medications that I've been taking for years. You know, and yeah, just be healthy. When I get up, not go, oh, you know, and it's horrible. I have suffered with knee pain, and it's if you know, you know, it's totally horrible. You know, you can be in your 50s and feel young at heart and feel great, but it takes work and it takes effort and it takes changes. So my friends, look after your immune system, look after you, because you are important. That's the end of my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. You know, just a little something to think about. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. You might think, why is she wearing the same clothes? Because I've done a couple of videos on the same day. Okay. Anyway, my friends, take care of yourselves and each other. Don't let the negative people win. And of course, let's keep smashing this life. God bless. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you real soon in a brand new video. Bye for now.